First in court today by the suspect in the Planned Parenthood shooting from the day after Thanksgiving. He also said at the outset of today's hearing, quote, "I am a warrior for the babies." He also said, "I'm guilty. There is no trial." That would seem to remove whatever doubts people may have had about the suspect's motive, at least, in the shooting, which left 3 people dead, including a police officer, and 9 other people in the hospital. Joining us now is Vicki Cowart. She's president and CEO of Planned Parenthood of the Rocky Mountains. Ms. Cowart, thanks very much for joining us. I know this is a hard day. I appreciate your time.
It has been.
Let me just ask your response to hearing those outbursts, those, I guess, explanations from the suspect in this case today.
This has been a very hard time, and hearing these has not helped. We've been hit hard, and we're really focused on recovery and healing, and that's going to take some time, just as this case is going to go on for some time. Our people need to recover. As you know, families have lost loved ones, families are taking care of the injured, and our own staff need to get back on their feet after having gone through this, and that's really been our focus today, but hearing these comments does not help.
In terms of the way that you have tried to be resilient in the face of this attack and so many people being killed and hurt, has your organization been able to continue to see patients? Have your employees been able to continue to work, those of whom aren't obviously directly affected by the violence here?
Yeah, our focus remains on our patients. Again, Planned Parenthood places the well-being and the health of our patients and the well-being and safety of our employees at the very top. And we were open the very next day in all of our other health centers. We are operating on a regular schedule across the state.
Thank you. Talking about how they're going to take all that. They open right the next day, killing children again, okay? So that about how emotional it is to them. Please, that answered that question real quick, didn't it?
All got home that night. They were safe, as did all of our patients who were with us through this horrific incident. All got home that evening, but still, their recovery is going to take some time, and we're paying attention, helping them, and giving them some time to do that healing, as is the whole community.
I know you said that it has not helped today to hear these remarks from the alleged shooter in this case.
Come up out of the depths. Deeps. Speed. Get there quickly. Spin fast. Spin doctors. Trying to make the people who look after children, who speak for the children, so strongly, vigorously, to look fanatical. Because what they're doing is the fanatical way of carrying out the process, the destructive process. Not what the people who are speaking. Yeah, this guy is an extremist, sure, it was a setup. We know he didn't really actually do that. But to make the people who speak for children, we have gained ground on them. We have totally surrounded all the processes that they use, and now we've encompassed them, spit them out, and expose their mucus formation from what they've been doing. And so in the exposure, out in the heat, in the sun, where one can see, they will be dissolved away. Okay? Now, that's when you have a disease, an illness, when you attack it that way. As a whole, on all levels, everywhere it is. Being attacked, no matter what the location, the longitude, latitude of that particular disease. It encompasses all over the planet. Yes, that's the beauty of the natural know-how. Just on a simple basic level, but it gets more scientific than that if you want to, on a molecular level, wavelength level. But again, the fanatical behavior is the astronomical number of people based on the time that a child is to be determined for life.
Center, we don't know where it's going to be next, and I think all of us should be focused on how do we keep that from happening again. Words matter, and people need to think about the impact of their words.
Vicki Cowart, President and CEO of Planned Parenthood of the Rocky Mountains. Again, I really appreciate your time.
Not black woman and black man. Go ahead, dude. Yet her sales taken without her knowledge. They stole her sales because they knew who she was. Huh? I got you. And act like I don't know who you are. Listen to this. Became one of the most important tools in medicine. And medical history, this black woman, no PhD, no education. And the world has not been explained. They went in her and took something out that we all have, and they don't. Go ahead, listen to this now. The first immortal human cells grown in culture. They are still alive today. Today! So she has been dead for more than... They got 50 million microtons of her cells, and they sell for billions. Listen to this.
Shit.
She's been dead for more than 60 years. If you could pile all evil cells ever grown onto a scale, they weigh more than 50 million metric tons, as much as 100 Empire State Buildings. Now let me tell you something.
Just to show you that my heart is in this. Yeah, chastise me. One of those words that I played with and came with. Chastise, to make sure that mother is pleased with what I'm doing, that her son is taking the instructions that she gave me, and they're using them, playing with them, with the other children that are alive, that are living today. Yes, so we're not going to allow other people to take our ancestors' information and lie and bury them on an ongoing process of death and destruction that is prevalent in the community, that is carrying it out, Planned Parenthood, and the community that is being carried out upon people of color, so-called Africans, morphic resonance Americans here in North America, black people. Yes, that act is being carried out in one of the largest lies that have been used since the organized destruction of people of color, and that is the abortion process. And I used the word killing in an earlier use, and it was to make the point and not just point to the person as the ultimate evil, but to point out the issue that I'm pointing at myself as well, because pressure from society caused the woman, the feminine principle, to abort the child in these days and times, and that has got to be seen as well. So I'm a part of the pressure because I'm living and I'm supposed to do something to make things better. Okay, and we know how, I know how, everyone does. So that's what that is, and I don't look at anyone who has ever done that as a person negatively, but negatively doesn't have to be the strongest aspect of the life. The positives have to be there as well. So this is what carries forth just as loud, and not as to push down the abortion process, but to pull up the most powerful process in the words and the usage of the process as an equal, to be seen as equal. In this way, it has to be shown. It has not been shown before in this manner. Thus, we are taught in a different way. Okay? The scientific model that they're using, the coming forth to an answer. I'm not going to use a scientific term, I'm just going to keep it one-on-one with the people that I'm helping the most, who are going into having the abortion process. For them to decide on what a life is happens scientifically long before the time they determined that the process, what is the thing called? Abortion takes place, and that's in the cell process. In reality, isn't that beautiful? You see that? Man, how can you not see that in that story? The sell for billions, so many of them, they can build all those buildings. You see those numbers. So I'm gonna get to that real quickly and get out of that, so you can go back and listen to that, have it in your fresh in your mind right now. Don't forget about that. So, and I worked in that field, in vitro and fertilization, seeing the life under the microscope, being determined to go from one life, frozen, taken out, and put it in another life, to see it grow as a life, to determine if a life is going to be coming to life. Simple as that. In the processes, in the microcellular molecular process, determination of life. Here these people coming with their lives instead of the abortion process is not. You see, they don't have the scientific proof. They don't have the life proof from the beginning, from the original source, is cosmic proof. They don't have the life and death proof of the words, of the proof that they know what they're doing. The culture of Planned Parenthood, eugenics. We keep going back to enslaving people in America, and the murdering and killing people all over the world. People call it African people. So they have not determined. They have that under control in any kind of way, scientifically, morally, spiritually, economically, genetically. No kind of way have they determined that to allow this to continue. I thank the universe for having me at this time, for having that experience. And now, those vapors is self-esteem. You see, that is not ego. See, people talk about having ego and confidence from being sports. People respect them for being entertainers. People respect that. But having confidence going against what's going on, so you can work on, so you can get to it, not just saying, oh, that's what it means. No, I'm going against what people are saying what confidence is. What about the person who can bring you this kind of information? He's automatically labeled with an ego. Yeah, here we go. There you go again with all the old this and that. Wow. You see? But scientifically, they're lying. Morally, they're lying. The numbers of communities that they're in, they're lying. All these numbers prove that. And I've been there, I've experienced it, I've seen it, I've known it, I've done it all. Beautiful universal order, full circle, cream risen, cloud burst, rain down on earth again, exchange morph from, carbon, copper, spin, medulla oblongata, stem, cerebral cortex, spin, Dogon, spin, empty shell, snail, silver trail, antenna, hermaphrodite, man, not a kite, that's got a string on it. You get this kind of height, you come and go as you please. At ease. Let the people who know what they're speaking of speak of the things that are going on. It's not a debate. It's birth rate, life and death that they're using, they're taking every day. We don't have scientific proof. That's not scientific proof. We have scientific proof right now, every day. They're using it, using cord blood right now to use it for growing hair, for growing new skin, for growing new body parts for them. That's the end result to that. We all know that. Get truthful, get honest with it.